Thompson. I'm Cancer Prevention Programs Manager at Nevada Cancer Coalition. It's May, and we're talking about all things skin cancer prevention and early detection. And we have a very special guest with us today. We're talking with Chloe Koast. She's a meteorologist with News 3 in Las Vegas. Chloe pays close attention every day to all kinds of weather-related details. And in a desert region like Las Vegas, very high ultraviolet radiation is a common occurrence through most of the year. Most skin cancers are caused by UV exposure, whether from the sun or from tanning device use. Skin cancers are caused by bad sunburns and by long-term sun exposure. Chloe, tell us what levels of UV radiation Las Vegas regularly experiences, and what do the different levels of the UV index mean?
Well, I'm really glad you asked that. And we do live in a region, we see a lot of sun constantly. Our temperatures are very hot, but because we see so much sun, we're often in the high, very high, and sometimes the extreme category. I mean, for example, today we're ranked as a 10. That's considered very high on the scale of tracking UV radiation. And that's a concern because we want people to be safe when they're outdoors. Depending on the skin type, you might burn quicker than others. And it's just important to be able to prepare yourself before you go outside. It's something that can so easily be forgotten. You're running late, you didn't have time. And in an area where we are in a desert, we have sun almost all the time. It's just something that people really should not forget. And we have a lot of cool days, especially we're rolling into the summertime. Right now it's spring. We already have a lot of people jumping in to cool off. And it's just something that people need to really pay attention to before they jump in the water, and then add some more of that sunscreen after they get out.
That's right. I believe I've read that on those high, very high UV days where the index is between 8 and 10, unprotected human skin can burn in as little as 10 to 15 minutes. So what you just said is so important, to lather up with sunscreen before you go out, reapply after you've been in the water, and even wear the ultraviolet protective clothing. There are lots of clothes out there that help protect us too.
Absolutely. And, even aside from UV exposure, we also tell people when it's really hot outside to also avoid wearing dark colors. I mean, we see temperatures during the summertime that exceed 115 degrees. So that's not the time of the year to be wearing long sleeve or dark clothing. We would tell people to skew more toward lighter clothing, just because we don't want people to overheat. Heat is a weather killer. So that's another concern to talk about. But here we're talking about skin. And I mean, we just can't stress enough that sunscreen, you really got to pack it on. A simple spray, just a little spritz, is not going to protect you. And if you are looking for that bronzed look, there are so many other ways to get it other than exposing yourself to the sun.